Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In this tech tutorial video, we're going to teach you step by step how you can create a calendar for your tasks and projects on Notion. For instance, if you'd like to track the progress of your tasks within a calendar view here on Notion. Let me show you how to do that, guys. You absolutely don't need any technical skills whatsoever. Just follow my steps and you will be able to link your calendar with your tasks. So that being said, let us dive right into it. So head over to Notion, log into your account and select the workspace in the first step here in the top left corner by clicking on your current workspace. And by selecting the given workspace from that list, you may create also a new one. So let me go with that workspace here for demonstration purposes. After that, select your team space below here. You may expand it, for example, and go with one of these previous projects if you like, or what I would recommend to do is to start with a completely new blank page and to add a calendar and the task list to that page. So to do that, click into that button in the top left corner here on that one here, create a new page. And after that, you will see that new page here on the left panel under private. So let me rename it first by right clicking on it, by selecting rename and by renaming it to calendar, for instance. And there you go. So what you want to do next, guys, is click into that text field here to the right below your calendar heading, just like that. Click into it and give the command /database to add a new database to your page. Go with that result here at the top. What you want to do next, guys, is simply convert your database into the task list. So click into the heading and rename it task list, for example. Also make sure that your task list is selected as a table view here. We're going to add a calendar view just in a moment. So after that, guys, start adding your task by clicking into the cells here where it says new page, for example. So let me add task number 1, task number 2, task number 3, and so on and so forth. You may also rename that column to tasks, for instance, here. And next, what we want to do, guys, is add a due date to your task list as a completely separate property or column. So to do that, click on add property here to the right and select date from that menu here. And after that, click into these cells to add a due date. So click into it and select the due date from that calendar. Like, for example, for task number 1, let me go with September 3rd. Then click into the next cell and go with the next due date, and so on and so forth. And after that, what we want to do, guys, is add a third column or property, in this case here, a status property, so that you may follow your tasks progress, for example, if they have been started or if they are in progress or already complete. So to do that, add a new property by clicking on that plus button here at the top and select status from that type menu here. And there you go. After that, you'll be given the opportunity to click into a given cell and mark the given task either as not started, in progress, or done. You may also edit these if you like and customize these statuses or values by clicking into them here and by renaming them. Let me, for example, switch from not started to not started yet. You may assign also a custom color, in progress, done. So let me rename done to complete. And there you go. That's basically it. So that's our task list, at least in a very early or uncustomized stage, because you can customize these tasks list according to your own imagination and taste and add as many tasks as you like and customize these. You will also see these checkboxes here left to bulk select these tasks and to edit these. Alternatively, guys, doing this is optional, but if you like, you may also add a separate fourth column here as a new property for checkboxes to see later in your calendar view if the given task has been already completed or not. So to do that, click into add property here and select checkbox from that list of property types here. And there you go. Now you can simply check the given task as complete or not by clicking into the checkbox. So that's basically our task list. So to convert that into a calendar, what you will need to do, guys, is apply a new view for that task list. You will see these views here to the right next to table, your current view. Click onto that plus icon and select one of these views below, like board, chart, list, timeline, and so on and so forth. So if you'd like to view your task list as a calendar, simply select calendar, and there you go. As you can see now, you can navigate between these views. You can see it task list as a table or as a calendar, and you can navigate through your calendar. You will see the month here at the top. You can navigate through these months here in the top right corner, for example. And yeah, basically we're on September 2025, and you will see all tasks with the given or respective due date listed here in your calendar with the current date here marked with that red circle. So today it's September 2nd. And now guys, you can keep adding more items, in this case here tasks, to your table view. And these will be then live updated and added to your calendar as well. So let me add, for example, task number 5 and set a due date far in the future, like let's say November 4th. And there you go. If I head over to the calendar view, the given task will be automatically also transferred to the given date. So let me switch or navigate to November, and there you go. The task has been added also and can be viewed here in your calendar. Now you can also switch between weekly and monthly calendars, guys. To do that, access your calendar's layout. To do that, click into that settings icon in the top right corner of your calendar. Click into layout here, and here below where it says show calendar as, switch from month to week, and there you go. You will now see all of your tasks for the given week, and you can navigate through these weeks by clicking into that today button here to the right or to the left, and navigate through these weeks. So let me switch back to the monthly view really quickly. And then you can keep customizing your calendar view. For example, if you'd like to see or view also additional information from your task list for the respective task, like the status, for instance, or the checkbox, you may enable these two in your calendar view. To do that, access your calendar view and access its settings again by clicking on that button in the top right corner. But this time, click into property visibility here, and simply go through these properties here that are usually hidden on default in your calendar view, like the checkbox, the date, or the status. So simply click into that eye icon here to the right to enable the given property or value in your calendar view. As you can see, if I select, for example, the status, I will see also the given status of the given task for the given day, or the checkbox, or the date as well. But we don't need the date, actually. It doesn't make any sense in the calendar view. So let me hide the date, and let me also hide the status. And now guys, you'll be given the opportunity to simply mark your tasks as complete by clicking into this checkbox here in your calendar view for task 1, for example, and so on and so forth. So if I click into that checkbox, it will be selected. Of course, guys, you can also access the customization editing panel of the given task through your calendar view. Simply left click into the given task, and there you go. Now you can, for example, add comments to your task, add a new property, change its due date, change the status. So let me click into that status here and switch from not started to in progress, and there you go. So guys, as you can see, there's absolutely no rocket science. As an additional optional information, guys, you may also convert your calendar and your task list into a timeline. To do that, simply hover your mouse over that plus icon next to calendar to add a timeline view. Click on that plus icon, select timeline here, and after that you will see your tasks this time viewed not through a calendar but in a timeline. Let me rename the view really quickly to timeline here, and simply navigate through your timeline here by clicking onto that arrow to the right or to the left. You may also select a month or a week or a day or a year, and you will see these tasks listed as separate items in your timeline. So that's how it works in practice, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, got some real value from it, and we'll see you next time on our channel.